Hello again, and welcome to another Build the Terminator. Tonight, the time has finally arrived for me to attach the hand to the other arm. This will be achieved via lots of painful procedures involving these tiny little pieces here, which I have to file off quite carefully. That's going to be fun, but there's only 4 of them, so I guess not too painful. Now, just to say, the one piece I won't be needing is this piece. I think this is for the leg. But anyway, I don't need it this part. What I do need is 3 of these, and 3 of these rubber washers, and 3 of these little screws to screw the washers into the end here. Obviously, I'm going to do that 3 times. Great fun. Luckily, these are all exactly the same, so same deal with all 3 of these. Let's get that little washer screwed in. Do not over tighten. I have to say, Hachette, that's not the most exacting instruction you could have ever given. So I hope I've done it right. We'll see. It says the washer should still be able to just revolve. And it can on all 3, so I guess that's a positive. Next, I'm going to be cutting out these 4, and this is where I'm going to be deviating from the instructions, because it does of course say glue these to the hand and then put the little metal springs on, whereas I think Wayne had a tip, and also this dedicated Terminator build site, which is really good. I'm not saying Wayne isn't good. I'm saying this site is really good, where it says to glue these to the springs and then attach them to the hand on the actual spring. So that's what I'm going to be doing now, which is, I think, one of the last parts of this build. Here's my hand. As you can see, it's in exactly the same position as I left it in, which is a beautiful thing. You don't attach any of the tendons just yet, so you're not missing out on anything. Okay, well, all 4 are on there now. One of my springs has gone a bit wonky, as you can see. I hope that's not going to end up being too much of a problem or looking too bad. 2 of these slipped on really easily, and 2 of them did not. In my opinion, Hachette should definitely change the instructions to have you put the pins on first and then glue them onto the hand. It's so much easier, because I did try originally to do it the way the instructions say, and it was horrible. Whereas after I looked up the other alternative, it worked. Now it is time to attach these tendons. So you're basically shoving them into these bits and hoping for the best, because you're not going to see those little rubber washers again if you've done it right. I might tighten those up a tiny bit. See how we go. Let's get these tendons on. You know what? I give up on the science and trying to understand this thing. At first, that middle one was really hard to get out, and the other ones just came straight out, as you can see. But it might be more to do with the way they move and how stiff they are as they go in. So I'm going to bank on that. So now it's the happy moment of truth. Well, hopefully it's going to be happy. It's going to be a moment of truth anyway, because I've got to now attach the tendons to 3 points on the hand, and I think also the central tube as well onto that great big bit there. I think this is quite a stressful little operation here, so give me some time away from the camera and then we'll see how it went. Well, that was not very fun, but I finally got those finger springs all connected, because clever as I am, I had completely forgotten that the reason they want you to join the hand on first is because that then allows you to push the springs through the holes. And I had already attached the little pins onto the end, So I had to rip the pins off again, feed them through the holes, and then, my favourite bit of all, I had to put the pins back on the springs again, which was an absolute nightmare. So that's why there's been a 2-day break between the last little bit that you saw. So that being done, that takes us to the end of 85, thank God. And now we come to 86, which is the final hurdle before fitting the arm to the shoulder. Now that will be very exciting indeed. First of all, you have to take this piece from the last part, and this piece, which looks like a piece of space junk there, it says push them together and no glue is needed. Well, I did a little half a test fit, and I can't see how they really fit together. But then it has been a long time since I've done the first one. So let me try and push these together in the way it says, then I'll show you what I've done. Oh yes, it does work. Look at that. Very nice. I hope if you're ever following this along, then you can understand what's happened there. But next, I have to take one of these and glue the 4 pegs there and stick it into there. I'm not going to test fit it because it's always really tricky to get that out again. I can confirm there's lots and lots of glue in there. I think I'm going to give it a little bit to dry out. You can see it's still wet there. This is one of the bits that's going to be turning. The thing about this this part is that there's very little to actually do, but the stuff that you do is extremely important. Okay. Are you ready for this next exciting procedure? You've got to take this piece, which is plastic, unfortunately, this piece, which is metal, which is really nice, and get ready for this. I should say that this piece is slightly flattened at the edges, as you can see there, top and bottom, so you're going to have to match it up to the flat bits there. I think it's only ever going to go in one way anyway, so live fitting, look at that, that doesn't move, so going to guess that I've done that right. That was it. No, that was all. Very exciting, I know, but right now I have to clear a few things up because I have to think of a way that I can film this half decently, and if I can't work that out, then I'll film it not very decently to show the left arm. Was it called the left arm? Always seems like the right arm to me, but anyway, it's yeah, no, it is the left arm, as if it were your own left arm. That's how they're thinking of this. So lying flat on the table is the right arm, but it is the actual left arm. Sure, that makes sense. Anyway, let me clear some stuff away, and we'll get to the exciting bit. Oh, just before I do, I have to say that I'm very proud of this. This is the one and only, I believe, Allen key that Hachette ever supplied to you, and I'm very proud to say that I've never lost it. That's quite something for me, believe me. So this is the Allen key that we're going to be using, because it says to have this and a very big screw ready, and this is an Allen screw. So let's get cleared up and ready to get this thing attached. Okay people, as I predicted, this is no easy filming task. I have to put this part over that bit there, so I'm going to squeeze that on. So that's the first stage. Let me just get that on there first. Okay, next part is I need to take this piece, which is not going to focus very quickly, and stick that in the top there, like so. And then I need to flip this whole thing over, and then I have to put this piece, which you just saw me making, on the other side, and then I have to drive a big screw in with the Allen key, my one and only Allen key. So let me go and get this screwed in, all tightened up, and got to do this nice and slowly and safely, and I can't really safely do this live, so I will flip it over very carefully and get this secured. Oh, Termy, you are the sunshine of my life. That was part 86 and 85, and my battery is about to die, so I hope you have enjoyed watching, and this has been another very, very special, momentous episode. So, that's those 2 parts done. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for your support, and I will see you next time.